it just was not really sticking onto my eyes. It looks really nice when you like apply it. Hi guys, welcome back. So for today I wanted to try NYX products. So I went off and I bought pretty much a full face. The only thing that I did not get was bronzer and blush. But other than that, I pretty much got everything else. Okay, so before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you are notified every time I upload a video. And I am going to try to upload at least every Thursday around 7:30. Okay, so the first thing that I did was my eyebrows. I used this Tame frame.
And I think I forgot to film it.
So my overall thought on the brow dip was actually really good compared to the Anastasia dip brow. It's not necessarily like an exact dupe, but it's for the price. This is actually really good. Personally, I feel like maybe this one was a little bit too light on me, but I do like it because I feel like I can kind of build it up. It kind of helps me give me like more natural eyebrows. It did take me a lot longer to do my eyebrows with this compared to like a pencil. But I do feel it was a lot more precise. Or a lot more like shapely and stuff. Whereas the Anastasia one, I feel like it's a lot more pigmented. You have to be super careful and super precise. This one, I feel like it gives you a little bit more of a leeway. Like if you're barely getting into like using pomades, this would probably be better to like start off just like practice and just learn a little bit more. You can definitely make your eyebrows look a lot more natural if you're trying to go for a more natural eyebrow as opposed to like the Instagram eyebrow. So this is actually really good. I definitely recommend. You guys, I was actually shocked when I was trying all the products. I literally thought it was gonna be another like elf moment. When I blend it, it like picks up and it creases really bad on my eyes. Can I see that? But it wasn't. I'm actually surprised. It really wasn't. So now the eyeshadow palette. I was actually kind of surprised with the eyeshadows. I was definitely not expecting them to work that good. The purple one wasn't my favorite. I am using it. At first it kind of looked kind of like muddy, but it turned out fine. This gold one right here, you guys, it's actually really pretty. It's just very messy. Like I accidentally went in a little too hard. It has a lot of fallout. First I tried it with nothing underneath. It just was not really sticking onto my eyes. So then I went in and I added some concealer and gave kind of like the cutout, and it wasn't sticking that much. And then I went in with my finger and it was a lot better. So like using a brush didn't really give me the best results, but then I went in and I used my finger and it was beautiful. Thought they were like glitters, but they're not. They're like just very creamy shadows. Other than that, yeah, this palette's pretty good. Now the NYX Pore Filler Primer did help minimize the appearance of my pores, and it did create a smooth and matte surface for my foundation. So this is a yes if you're looking for an affordable pore filler primer. So then after that, I went in and I did my foundation, and I used the Can't Stop Won't Stop NYX foundation. This is a full coverage. It is a matte finish. I wouldn't say it's like 100% full coverage. Like I've seen better full coverage foundations, but this one's still pretty good. It is matte. Again, it's not super matte where like compared to like the Urban Decay All Nighter, it's not to that level of full coverage and matte. I'm actually really shocked how much I actually do like this foundation. I don't remember how much I paid for it. It was a lot more pricier than the e.l.f. one, of course, but it's actually a really good foundation. So if you guys are in the market for a foundation that is affordable and it's still pretty good, and you don't want to like go off and buy like a $40 foundation, definitely give this one a try. This one's actually surprisingly a good foundation. I wouldn't say it's the best foundation, but for a drugstore foundation, it's up there. And I'm not the kind of person that like really tries a lot of like drugstore foundation, but I feel like this would be like a nice everyday foundation when you don't want to use your expensive foundation but you still want to wear makeup. This is what I'm going to be using that foundation for. The next product is this NYX Born to Glow concealer, and I was actually surprised with the applicator. At first I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I do like it. The sponge on this one, it's nothing compared to like the Instant Age Rewind Eraser by Maybelline. I actually prefer this one. It's a lot firmer. It definitely like glides on your eyes. I feel like I could have gone a little bit lighter with the concealer, but I do like it. It definitely gives you some coverage. It's a radiant finish, so it's not like super matte or anything like that, so that's why I probably really do like it. This would be the NYX Mineral Matte Finish. I feel like it didn't really do much. You know, like sometimes you apply like a powder and it just like makes a difference. You're like, oh, my skin looks like extra matte or super flawless, and like I'm not creasing. This one, it did definitely like give me a little bit of crease under my eyes, but it wasn't that bad. I do have creases on my laugh lines, but it's really not that bad. If you add too much, it looks way too white, and you can only see it on camera. Like in person, I feel like it blends a little bit better. It just wasn't necessarily like the best, and it feels kind of like water. When I first applied it on my face, it felt kind of refreshing. I feel like once you add the powder onto your foundation, it kind of like doesn't necessarily like blend. It just kind of sits there, or like it doesn't kind of get absorbed. It just sits there and it just looks kind of white, so then you have to like pat it and then like brush it off. So that kind of like freaked me out. I'm like,
oh no, you're gonna ruin my foundation, and that still looks good.
so yeah, this one I would definitely just pass. Okay, so the next one is this NYX Power Puff Lippie. When you open it, this is what it looks like. The applicator is literally the same as the concealer. Feels kind of like it just glides, but it's not like, you know, like buttery or anything like that. It feels kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. The thing that kind of did bother me was that, like, if you wanted to be more precise, you can't really be precise with this applicator. The color's actually really pretty. It's a little too pink for me, but it's still actually really pretty. I went in and I like outlined my lips, and then I added this. It's a little too sheer. That I do not like. Okay, the next product was this NYX Shimmer Lip Gloss. It looks really nice when you like apply it, but on the lips really doesn't. It feels grainy. You can definitely feel the shimmer on your lips with this shimmer. And the last product that I got from NYX was just this matte finish setting spray. I've only used it today, so I can't say it's like,
Oh my god, the best, I love it.
and I heard this setting spray is actually really good, so I wanted to give it a try. It doesn't have a scent, and it has a good spray as well. That's always like a plus. Like I said, I was definitely surprised with the products. I did not expect to actually like a lot of them. I kind of had a feeling that I wasn't gonna like the foundation or the concealer, but they actually were good. My top favorites are literally these three right here. Are definitely like, these I definitely do like. This one I do not recommend if you have like really dark under eye circles, because it's not necessarily gonna cover that much. That was it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.